Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Let's see which zodiac sign is going to get the next reading. Twisty turny. Okay, let's see. I just heard twisty turny in a gurney. I don't know what that means. Does that mean someone's hurt? Taurus, defense. Okay, looks like we're doing Taurus. Or are we doing Scorpio? Who are we doing? You tell me. Taurus. Okay, it is a Taurus reading. All right. Let's get into a message for our lovely Taurus. Let's tap into their energy from their spirit team, highest timeline, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. What are the messages for Taurus at this time? You could be making your decisions in private right now or keeping a lot of things private right now. You could be transmuting some kind of pain as well. Maybe there's like an explosive moment or something like that. Yeah, you could be still attached to something, or you're not ready to move beyond something right now, like at least emotionally. I think we have the moon quincunxing Pluto tonight, so it's kind of like an intense kind of moon rules our emotions. Pluto can kind of dig into the underworld, or ancestors' death, transformation trauma, the phoenix rising kind of archetype. 7 of Cups here. You could be reflecting a lot on the past at this time. You could be I'm seeing somebody like resting and like journaling or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe there's just some kind of grounded energy. You could be hanging out with friends potentially or communicating with friends. You could be talking to them about your family or about your goals or regarding relationships or something like that. You could be trying to make the right decision about something in your life. Like maybe you're really trying to tap in, especially regarding like real estate or like a home change, a family change situation. Interesting. You could be keeping a lot under the belt or hidden or private or something like that. I don't know what under the belt means, but it came up in my head. Taurus. There might be something you're detaching from or you're moving away from. This could be something to do with money. Yeah, there's some kind of conflict here. Maybe you were dealing with like something in your finance that was like maybe you were fighting with people at work, or this could be fighting about money. Yeah, there's some kind of boundaries that's been like established or yeah. There's something that's been burdening you maybe for a long time. This could have been like a long, arduous cycle or something. The other messages for their highest timeline for Taurus people and placements. If this is not your reading, of course, don't take it. But it looks like you are healing something. You're gonna like maybe you were dealing with a huge ending in the past. Could have caused like a lot of conflictual emotions, but I do see you able to kind of regroup and center yourself and come out of some kind of chaos. This could be regarding some relationship, maybe a marriage or some kind of court system or some kind of justice system or justice proceedings. Yeah, it looks like in the future you will be evaluating your options. You could be expanding new ways of kind of improving your finances. That could be the main thing on your mind at this point. There could have been a rejection because of finances as well here. I'm hearing ship line. There could be opportunities coming for you as well. Okay, Taurus. We have 6 of Cups, the Sun. Interesting. Yeah, maybe you're something in the past is not going forward, or it might be still in a stalemate or something, or there's some kind of clarity. You could be dealing with a Leo. I'm hearing Pisces in my head, but let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something about your independence financially that's most important right now, or that's what's on your mind. So let's get you a wisdom of the Oracle for Taurus. Most important messages for Taurus placements. Let's see what this says. I feel like you leaving behind something was good or something. Okay, even if it says, is this the right card? Let me check. Yeah. Even if it appears you've reached the end of a line and that all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that resurfaces again later. So whether it's the same situation or whether it's like similar energy in a different situation, I don't know. So consider this a break rather than ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. There's something about centering yourself, maybe going out in nature, or like I'm seeing like a buffalo in a field. So I don't know, like, but there's something about the reality of the buffalo. Like it's very centered and grounded and just kind of at peace and kind of knows that nothing can shake it. So maybe that's the energy, or maybe the buffalo spirit animal calls to you. And there's also like a hardiness, right? Like the buffalo doesn't care about the winds. Like they're not affected as much by like extreme cold weather because they have such huge dense body masses and such huge, I don't know, strength. So your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. So maybe this is something about like leaning into your soul. Your small self has doubts, but that's natural as it doesn't have the map to your destiny. Your soul does. So there's something about tapping into your soul. We are in Leo season, which is ruled by the heart, the soul. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Yeah, and the heart is love, right? That's what everything is around. Yeah, this could be about like what maybe karmic things, something to do with like business relations, or maybe like money, or maybe both are tied in somehow. This could be about like business contracts or relationships in general, contracts of all sorts. Hmm. Yeah, it says you. The top of the deck has deep knowing in the reverse. You are an empathy overload and need to get grounded again. So tune out for a bit. Exactly. Like maybe you need to like go on a road trip, just get away from everybody, turn your phone off, don't talk to anybody. Hypersensitive. You're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for recharging your batteries. Set energetic boundaries. Take a salt bath. And I feel like if you were in a field with a buffalo, even just one, or a bison or whatever, and it was kind of like I don't know. I'm seeing somebody like kind of like 20 meters away, or sorry, can you tell I live in a metric country? Anyways, but like, I don't know, like 20 feet away from a buffalo or something. And like, there's obviously like a kind of protectiveness. Like you wouldn't rush a buffalo. Like you wouldn't run towards it. You wouldn't like, there's something slow and grounded about this respect or reverence or something that could be important. This signals a time for recharging your batteries. Also grounding, like nature is extremely recharging, right? Like getting like just kind of relaxing and tuning in. Set energetic boundaries, take a salt bath, empty the mind, and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self care. That's so funny, guard down. So, just like I was saying with the buffalo, right now, you need self care and self love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? So, this could be about putting your needs first right now. You could feel like things are always like pulling on your energy, so it's really important that you like mute, like if your phone's going off or something, or like you have notifications. I don't know, there's something about just tuning out, like they said. But let's see what else we can get. Soulmates. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, maybe like the same. Maybe you're like just know that the universe is infinite and you are one with everything. So like you can have whatever you want. You can manifest the similar energy again, or maybe it'll come back around, or who knows. But let's see for Taurus. Any extra messages for Taurus? People and placements. Forgiveness. Interesting. The doves of peace. So there's something about maybe cultivating that sense of peace, like just kind of grounding down, centering yourself in the oneness of it all, of nature, of life. I'm hearing Louis Armstrong's "What a Wonderful World" kind of energy. Leaving or travel. Interesting. Maybe you're contemplating this ships. That's interesting. Hmm. Lined in its hold. Yeah. You could have been fighting about some travel. Yeah, something in your love life, like maybe you've been separated from somebody for a little bit, or there's something like that. Let's see what else we can get for Taurus. Oh, yeah, offer in the reverse. Maybe you felt like you had to leave behind a relationship. Play more Taurus. Hmm. Maybe you're tapping more into your like intuitive or like feminine side, or like kind of receptive side, like while somebody else maybe is tuning into the opposite polarity. Yeah, there could be like this stalemate, this kind of like huge distance between you and somebody, maybe because you're like life is taking you guys on different paths or something. There could be something about the future though here as well. Like maybe you'll communicate in the future. Yeah, there's some kind of healing of like dark night of the soul energy, like dark emotions or like dark mentalities, or something about the emotional realm that might need to be healed as well. Like maybe the relation to the temple is what I'm hearing. So the body, the soul. Yeah, there's something about a wish fulfillment in the future. This will be coming. I feel like you don't need to worry. I feel like there's something very like strong in your energy. There's something grounded here. Like maybe you might have felt rejected by something, but like you can't really feel rejected if you are everything. Like if you are one with everything. So this, yeah, interesting. Yeah, this is about like your beliefs, maybe. Hmm. Okay, let's get you one of these. Do we have any relevant messages from their highest team, Angel Michael, Guardian Angels, most benevolent ancestors and deities for their highest timeline? We have Harvest Moon. I almost said Haunted Mansion, so I don't know why I said that. Maybe you like, I think that's a movie. Maybe you like that movie, or you like somebody here likes haunted places, or maybe you'll live somewhere like that. I don't know. or you do. It says realigning with the soul, time for a slower pace, self-care. We have a lot of energies in retrograde, right? Like Chiron, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Mercury, all in retrograde. So it's a really good time to like slow down and take our time. It says time for a slower pace and self-care. Slow your heart and move gently into the coming of self. Yeah, this could be a new opportunity, maybe a new position. This could also just be a new way of like treating your health, your daily routine, or reciprocity dynamics with others as well. Your higher self chose this card because fall is a natural time for adopting a slower pace. The harvest moon is generally the full moon that occurs closest to the autumn equinox and is associated with balance, realignment, and reflection. At that time, the air gets a familiar crispness, the days are noticeably shorter, and the animals begin to find warmer places to shelter, and no one could blame you for seeking out comfort foods or warm drinks. Slowing down naturally leads to a desire for more self support, making the harvest moon one of the best for focusing on spiritual nourishment and well being. Your soul is guiding you through this card to shine a light on your self care. Prioritizing rest and relaxation is a worthy cause, but making space for all forms is necessary for feeling supported and fulfilled. Today, you might have to give yourself grace when a deadline is come and gone and you're still no closer to achieving what you wanted, because that's negative energy, you know, like why give your energy to that? Tomorrow, you might need that one friend who always makes you laugh, even when it seems as though the world shifts beneath your feet. And we did say something about friends. The day after, you may need to dance naked and sing in the bathroom, using your hairbrush as a mic. Reflect on the ways you have neglected yourself, doing so with self-compassion and deep love. There is no need to slap yourself on the wrist for forgetting to drink enough water or those times you canceled on your friends last minute, as long as you make a commitment to doing your best moving forward. Every moment of awareness is an opportunity, in that groundedness, right? That buffalo, that like centering, grounding. Every moment of awareness is an opportunity to make a new choice, and every new choice is a deposit in your well-being bank account. I'm seeing the sunset. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I mean, there's always a new beginning. Everything's infinite. So, let's see what else we can get. Taurus. Most important vital messages from this deck for Taurus. Stay in your lane. Yeah, like caution, slow down, like pay attention to the road kind of energy. Influence, yeah. This could be about where you're putting your mind or what you're thinking about as well, like what you're seeing, how your perspective is on life as well could be important. Yeah, there's something about like processing your emotions. You could feel a lot at this time, maybe like a creative channel or outlet, or listening to music or movies, or asking your guides to guide you towards certain movies that might help, like, you know, because sometimes certain art forms do help us heal, right? So, like whether we read a book or whether we hear a story or a song or a movie, it helps us to understand and get more understandings and insights. So, But let's get your actions for Taurus. What's the most important vital action to lead them on their highest timeline from their ancestors, guardians, and guides, benevolent beings, angels, Angel Michael for Jesus, and Taurus, messages for Taurus, people, and placements toward the highest timeline. So there could be love in the future, or you will have love or wish fulfillment in love in the future. I feel like this could be after something about finances is healed, though, because Five of Pentacles in the reverse could mean like a healing of finance first. There's something that you've got to kind of work on in the present. Maybe these are like ways you've been blocking yourself with the Eight of Swords. I'm seeing the Wicked Witch of the West flattened by a house or something. Or something about the Wizard of Oz. I don't remember the plot line. Wasn't there there was like a white witch and a black witch or something? And didn't they release a new one with Ariana Grande? I haven't seen it. But don't they kind of make the white witch and the black witch like friends or something? Which I think it's probably cool. You could still manifest something regarding the past, or they're saying you. I don't know why the magician is right over there. Let's get clarity. Taurus. What is this talking about? Something about your work. Something about building slowly but steadily. Like if you want something to work from the past, you might have to like. Tell me more. Tell me more for Taurus. What do you, for their highest timeline? What's their advice, please? Can you guide them clearly with an action of advice? Thank you. Yeah, that's interesting. You might have to work on like healing some kind of pain or betrayal energy or Five of Swords. Yeah, there was some kind of bitterness or pettiness or like bad talking, like bad communication skills, stalemate, avoidance. Maybe somebody was like avoiding talking to somebody or wasn't talking clearly. Or maybe they would just always kind of like never. I don't know. There was bad communication here for sure. Someone could be reflecting on something as well. Like maybe you need to go to the past to like think about places that have given you pain in the past and like tie up those ends, like emotionally or psychologically or spiritually. Like there might be like something about revisiting the past in your mind's eye at least. the forgiveness there, right? Like, that's interesting. Yeah, this might be like not instant, not easy, but it could be too. I mean, this could be just about like, it's like evaluating something. Tell me more. High Priestess. Like there's something about intuitively sensing your way or understanding something. Also, maybe willing to exit like a familiar comfort zone could be important here as well. Anything else for their actions for Taurus? Wow, Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's something about love here or emotions. Like maybe why, like what has been your relationships like? And are those patterns repeating from the past? Judgment. There could be a choice about a home or a family, and maybe your choice could be changed or someone's choice could be changed. That's interesting. Let's get you a familiar for Taurus. Can you give us clarity on their highest timeline messages, most important vital messages from their spirit team, guardians, and guides for Taurus energies? B, community. Horse, transcendence. Transformation on the top. Okay, let's see B. I'm seeing something like, yeah, like maybe there's, because community with B, with Two of Cups, there's something about like connecting with your community in a warm way or a warmer way. That's interesting. Maybe there was something that was like inhibiting you from like connecting with people in a let's see. Make time to be with family and friends. Be a part of a community, helping others and the earth. Abundance is flowing into your life. Develop new ideas and projects and see them to completion. Take responsibility for your own actions. Talk to the bees. Yeah, it's almost like reciprocity. Like I will come with this. Like if I'm not showing up 100%, I'm only showing up 20% because I'm not showing up for myself, right? So I can only show up like 5%. But the other person is showing up with 60%, and I'm showing up with 5. There's something about like balance here. So let's see what we can get for Taurus for their highest timeline, team members, ancestors, benevolent angels, and deities. And again, if this is not your reading, don't take it. Taurus. 6. Yeah, this could be like a new way of like working with reciprocity or in your job. But this could be reflecting on the past or having to like learn from the past. This could be about past friends, past coworkers, connections, mindsets regarding reciprocity potentially. What is your belief system? Yeah, this could be like part of the shadow work that you're working on. It says, wow, you're a busy bee. Busy bee. Flying around to gather and pollinate all your ideas and projects and goals and your work for your work and your life's mission or vision. Your devotion and dedication to helping others is recognized as you serve your community with new ideas. You share in life's sweet nectar and bear the fruits of your labors. Maybe this is about working together with others in some way. Your forward-thinking knows there's no limit to sweet success. I like that. Because maybe there was like a scarcity mindset or like I have to hoard everything because I feel really insecure for some reason. And this is actually inhibiting you from like collaborating maybe. Like me, you are a hard worker. I believe I can fly is your motto, even though others try to clip your wings or ground you. So do your happy bee dance to all concerned to show your unstoppable force of nature. Right action brings abundance and prosperity to all concerned as opportunities flower in your field of dreams. And we did have 7 of Cups there, like opportunities. It's important not to do too much in one go. Pace yourself and take time to smell the roses as you enjoy life's sweet moments and memories. Just be memories. So maybe there is something here about reflecting on the past. We do have Jupiter and Venus in Cancer now. Make honey cakes to leave in your garden as offerings for Beltane. Finding a dead bee is very lucky. Place it on your altar and focus on personal protection by asking the bees for help. Wear bee jewelry and amulets for luck. When a single bee enters your home, listen to its message of prosperity. The Irish goddess Bridget's familiars were bees. They were sacred to her for their magical nectar. Yeah, this could be like self-love, self-worth, Yeah, there's something about like loving yourself more so that you can like attract more. Like maybe there's new opportunities for both finance and love. Yeah, because we have 2 of Cups with the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse under it. So it's like like that's interesting. And you can see that hive. I feel like I can hear the humming, the bees, like protecting and working together with others. Seeing multiple different perspectives too, because you see how big those eyes are. And I think they said something about like bee eyes are like, I don't know, they can see so many different, I don't know, like facets or something, or dimensions or something. I don't know. Maybe things like they can probably see colors and things that we can't or whatever. So interesting. Yeah, there is something here about intuition. Okay, let's see what we can get for some tea leaf. Taurus, most important vital messages for Taurus energies. Work, achievement, success, and here. Working on your happiness. Tell me more, Taurus. Yeah, like what's been blocking this, if anything. New home, new attitude. Guaranteed success here. Stay in your lane under it. Wealth is there. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, well, that makes sense. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Taurus. Oh. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up right on top of the Magician card with 10 of Swords. Maybe you're healing something. This could be about work as well. 8 of Pentacles is there. You could have had a lot of petty people in your work before as well. Anything else for Taurus? Something important like a new job or raise. Yeah, you could be like connecting with new people or people like your influence. Tell me more. You were not seeing something clearly in the past, it looks like, maybe because of pain. Someone is leaving your life. Okay. Anything else for Taurus? Temptation will test you. Career. This could be a Sag, Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Or something you transcended. Distant friend is thinking of you. Taurus. Maybe you didn't get what you wanted out of a situation in the past, so maybe it kind of like anchors you in some way, or you always like relive it or something. But you will have spiritual development, but you might have to like work with your spirit team definitely to call in like positivity and enlightenment. Yeah, there's something about like turning turning the tides, or tell me more, Taurus. Messages for their highest messages. Yeah, there's something about like you have to have an increase. You have to see something. You have to maybe change places, like change where you are, who you're working with, who you're around. Some kind of growth, because growth, yeah, climbing towards success. Growth can't really happen in the same place that it was stifled or something. Yeah, you could be being blown towards this as well. You might not even have to worry about anything. Like maybe you seem like you're worried about something right now, but I don't think you'll need to be, because there's definitely going to be new opportunities here. It says protected from negative forces beyond your control. That could be why a relationship wasn't working. Yeah, unsuccessful. Anything else for Taurus? Disappointment. Don't let the disappointment hold you back, though, too. The most difficult part of the situation is over. So continue to invest in these new things. Seek information that will help you. Successfully overcoming a problem. This could be regarding like real estate, family, homes. There's something about also being open to new opportunities, maybe. Like don't judge a book by its cover or something like that. Tell me more, Taurus. Yeah, you were dealing with somebody maybe in a position of authority that could have been petty. Tell me more, Taurus. Owl. This could be potentially a younger woman in your life. Or a younger man, but I think it's a woman. Something about maybe pick a card readings or like getting advice could also be important. Yeah. There's something about like reaching out to people. Tell me more. Could be a Libra, yeah, younger woman. Or this could be about a relationship or someone could set you on the right path or like guide you to the right path. Something about owls could be relevant with this person, or birds in general. Anything else for Taurus? You will be playing a different role in the future. This could be what you're not seeing yet. There's a lot of new options, opportunities coming in. Okay, tell me more. But you have to be willing to go towards this. Because you don't want to be like the buffalo. Like you do, but like you don't in the sense that if you're like too stuck or too stagnant, I don't know. You can still move ahead is what I'm seeing. You could be waiting for news as well, or like trouble accusations. Yeah. You could be leaving something just in the nick of time as well. Especially if you were dealing with like an older masculine in your job or something. Or if you're an older masculine. Anything else for Taurus? Something about November could be relevant to a younger woman, or maybe you'll talk to this person in November. Tell me more. Can you confirm or deny for Taurus? Tell me more. This could be someone born in the year of the rat. I think your best bet to overcome some kind of something is to take a gentle approach, not a stubborn or aggressive approach. Will help you move into this greater ease and mutability. Maybe you have like a lot of fixed placements in your chart, but if you have any mutable signs placements, that could be better at this time. Pluto is in Aquarius for the next 20 years. It is a fixed sign, so I think it's making squares to all the other fixed signs. But it will be trining Gemini and Libra, of course, which is cardinal. But Gemini is very mutable, so maybe you have Gemini placements, which you could very well in your chart, because Taurus and Gemini season are close, and usually when you're born in Gemini or Taurus season, whatever, you're going to have the neighboring kind of some planets in certain, like maybe Mercury or Venus in a different sign, or maybe even your moon, or who knows, your rising sign or something. But Taurus messages. It's like they're trying to move you. Tell me more for Taurus. News. You will be having success, it looks like, in the future. But you might find this is not instant. Okay. Getting so hot. Marriage, yeah, this could be something to do with a commitment in the future. Maybe a... Okay, let's get you one of these, and then we'll move on to juicy messages. Messages for Taurus. Taurus people and placements. The grind. Yeah, you could be like changing your job. There's something about vulnerability here too. Yeah, there's something about like 12. Undress. Maybe you have like issues with your body or self-love or self-value or self-care or just self-love, I think. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Let yourself be fully seen in this relationship. Vulnerability is the most courageous act. When we hide behind masks or charades, I also heard complexes. Maybe someone here has like an ego complex or some kind of like really complicated personality they've constructed to hide a lot of wounds. We don't allow love to come into our aid. Oh, now I'm getting Beauty and the Beast. Kind of like when we repress things, it turns into these beastly kind of, it's like a disease. It's like an infection because we just festered. We didn't, fasting could be relevant, or just we need to clear and cleanse and kind of, you know what I mean? Do that shadow work. This card calls on you to share your feelings, thoughts, and desires as honestly as you can. So if you don't know what that is, definitely ground yourself or grab a journal or, sit under a tree and write some stuff down or just commune with your guides. Trust your pure intentions will be matched. You could be working with your spirit team as well, praying. This card calls on you to share your feelings, thoughts, and desires as honestly as you can. And even just yourself, trust your pure intentions will be matched. Someone here could have tattoos, or flowers could be relevant. You're protected as well. I'm seeing somebody like watching you, like a huge force behind you, or a figure, maybe a man. It's like they want to protect you, but they're watching you. Or they want to like give you a sense of grounding. Maybe this is the buffalo, because what I was seeing, it wasn't like you were the buffalo. It was like you were watching the buffalo. So this could be like somebody around you, or some kind of presence, like certain spirit team members or guides coming in to like stabilize your energy or make you feel safe and secure so that you can transmute something maybe, or like feel better or alchemize something. It's almost like a masculine figure. It could be like a father or an uncle or a cousin or brother or a friend. Or maybe they've served those purposes in the past for you, but let's see what else we can get. There's something that you need to let go of too. Like this could be like a belief system. I don't know. Well, let's continue. Let's get you a Lenormand for Taurus. Oh my god. Bertrand. Okay, tell me more. But there's happiness coming too. That's interesting. It's just for Taurus placements, people in placements. Anchor. The anchor is a sign of a stable event, basked in sunshine, secure and content. When the anchor is some distance away from you, hope will fade and leave life askew. So maybe you're bringing hope back into your life. This could be regarding intimacy or opportunities for finances through others, or deep shadow work, power, empowering yourself. This could also be about independence, like taking control of something. You could be wearing your heart on your sleeve around a feminine, maybe. Let's get you an Egyptian for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus from their highest teams of light darkness. Yeah, it's like overcoming darkness. Apophis in the reverse. Resentment in the reverse. Meditation. Yeah, it's like closing out cycles or like doing energy work or like doing like psychological shadow work healing or working with your guides to like cleanse any like blocks or anything like that. So let's get you juicy messages from your spirit team and ancestors, guardians, and guides from their highest timeline for Taurus energies. Oh my good lord. Okay, got it. Messages for Taurus. Then I'm going to close this out. Messages for Taurus. The joke. Something about a joke, maybe. Taurus. Maybe listening to comedy could be important. Not to take life so seriously, maybe. Or not see something so seriously. Joke around with something. Anything else for Taurus? Or maybe somebody here likes to play jokes on people. Taurus. I'm seeing Tate from Tate Langdon from American Horror Story, the first season. I think it's called Murder House or something. Great series, and great season. Yeah, because in that show, he was like this character that was super repressed, right, or something like that. Like the plot line was like he was only able to be vulnerable with the main girl character, who I don't want to spoil it for you if you're gonna watch it, but I don't know if I should. Okay, let me just tell you the plot. So Tate is technically a ghost, I guess, and he haunts this house or something. And the girl who moves in with her family, she doesn't realize he's a ghost, right? The family doesn't either, because he shows up to like therapy sessions. Her dad's a therapist or something. But as we progress through the season, we see that he was a school shooter, or he shot a lot of kids, and he was very angry and always kind of like, and it would, oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, American Horror Story plot lines are so interesting. But now I'm seeing the other character, which Evan Peters played in the second season, where he was like had all this repressed rage because he was accosted by his mother growing up. Like he was really abused by his mother sexually, and that's why I like American Horror Story, because it's not scared to shy away from deep, serious, honest, like not things that we don't talk about in our society that we should. And so it kind of shows how this boy, this masculine, this man, has these kind of real emotional triggers and wounds that we see him kind of have to work or evolve through. So I suggest the show definitely, or just watch clips or like plotline stories about like American Horror Story, Murder House. That was a really great season if you watch nothing else. But it says study human design. So maybe you're learning about your own human design. You could be like, there's plenty of websites for that, right? So they tell you the kind of manifestor you are, what kind of chakras are most probably active for you. It's a really interesting concept. I think it's based on astrology, but take steps towards new beginnings. So that was in the reverse kind of, so I don't know if these new beginnings have something to do with the past or what, but maybe not. You have nothing to say to somebody. Yeah, I mean that scene I was seeing with the buffalo, it was really like quiet and still. So wants to leave you for dead. Marcosius could be a demon or spirit with themes relevant to this reading. It turned into a bad contract. So maybe you're just totally letting go of something as well. Yeah, like something could be like just not aligned. Maybe it was for a moment, but it's not anymore. Never disgrace the core essence of yourself. Relation with God, most important. It says love finds you because you find yourself. Say no to the wrong resonances, and also say yes to the right ones, right? Be bold. It says it's okay to let them go, at least for now. Bastet, this could be somebody, like maybe cats could be relevant. Wants revenge, maybe not. I don't know. Came out sideways. Tess tries to feed off you. I don't know if that was upright or not. Lainey Wilson could be relevant here. Country singer. Wants you to be in their low vibe. Says coercive control. Do not let them back in. Don't accept apology. Go with the change. It says take advantage of every moment. Choose who deserves to be in your life. So maybe when you're grounded, you're better able to discern that as well. Demons possess humans at low frequencies to attack light workers. 888 could be relevant. Okay, we have evil parent here. I think it's in the reverse, but take it as you will. Maybe it was upright, or it's up to you. It's your gut. We have bad karma. Okay, interesting. Maybe there is something about your parents or something, like repetitive patterns. Crocodile is here. Maybe there's like a pattern of like a lack of vulnerability or like defensiveness. You're still calm after all they did to you. I post could be another spirit here with themes relevant. Plans to secretly harm you. And it says, don't let them hold you back. And it says lesbian here. Hmm. So maybe somebody is a lesbian. Who knows? Or maybe you're a lesbian. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this quick little weird ass reading. Hope you liked it. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal using the Buy Me a Coffee link. We'll leave a tip through there. Maybe we'll get you one last message. What's the white light for you guys for Taurus? What's the most important message for Taurus at this time for their highest timeline from their spirit team? Sacred Scars popping out a little bit. Oracle of Chaldea 37. Let's see what this says. Continue on your healing journey with enthusiasm, but without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural. Sometimes the body is ready to let go while the mind still holds on. At other times, the mind may need to be patient as the body preserves, processes, and experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. I'm also seeing somebody like in Egypt, or like they used to jar people's organs or something. So maybe there's something about that here. I don't know. Maybe you're like going to another section of your life. So it's kind of like we used to do that before somebody would cross over, or after they, not before, but as they crossed over, because um, I don't know, they thought it was like something to help them transition. So maybe there's something about that. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There's no need to be impatient or judge yourself. You're summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which has previously held you back. When the time is right, the healing happens more easily and swiftly than if you tried to push forward prematurely. So this is kind of about leaning on your faith, right? Leaning on your spirit team. Things are going to work out. Be positive. Interesting. We can imagine the wound itself lives in the mansion of our soul. When that room has not been entered in a long time, it could be a scary place in our minds, a place to avoid, and kind of like distorts it and creates this kind of like, monster. This is a part of how humans protect themselves. Living in such a split and defended state is not tenable forever, but for a time, it serves a useful purpose, allowing us to build the strength and awareness needed to address it. We do what we can to grow and prepare to enter the room, to open it and rescue the beautiful aspect of our soul that's been waiting for such a time to come. So this could be about like soul reclaiming, or kind of reclaiming parts of your soul. There's definitely like shamanistic practices for that. To prepare for such a heroic healing moment, we can connect with the spiritual realms of light as a source of love and strength. So continue to inhale golden white light from God and heaven, and exhale it into your aura, or imagining it, the golden light emanating from your center and dissolving any and all kind of negative energy. Or you could push it out through the base of your feet into the ground, and kind of imagine that blue. That's interesting. Maybe you're sad. Some gray brown energy into the base of your feet, and kind of cleansing your plasmic kind of electrical auric field. During such downtime with the divine, we learn about ourselves beyond our wounded parts. While we know we have some healing to do, there's something like coming together, like maybe you're doing soul reclaiming or something. While we know we have something to do, some healing to do, we also understand that alongside our vulnerability, there is courage and wisdom and confidence. By acknowledging our wounds, we affirm our strengths and are such ready to take our next steps. That's beautiful. Okay, well, I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed. This was a long-ass reading. Please hit like, subscribe. Deeply appreciated. If you need a personal, of course, buy me a coffee link. Take care.